ladies, how you doing? The way that the world is going right now, I really felt the need to make a video like this. And I don't want this to come across as fear-mongering or trying to make any women scared or anything like that. But I do have an 18-year-old daughter, and I do feel a responsibility to make sure that her and every other woman out there is aware of a lot of the dangers out there. You know, sometimes when we're not aware of the dangers, we move differently. You know, we're kind of careless, and you know, we don't really worry too much about some of the terribly horrendous things that other human beings will willingly do to you. I made a list. These are 10 things that every woman needs to know going into 2025 to stay safe out there. So let's get into it. First and foremost, ladies, you need to recognize danger. To be aware of when danger is approaching or when danger could very well happen. Like, you need to be able to tell, I'm in a situation right now that could go south really fucking quick. And you know, that has saved my ass a lot of times in my life. I've been around some terrible people, and I think, you know, having the ability to recognize, you know, who you should and shouldn't be around is important. And I just want to name off a few things that what you should do to recognize danger. Number one, what triggered that feeling? What is it that is making you feel like something just changed? The energy is different. You know, the way that they're talking to me is different. Something in your gut is telling you to get out of there. Now, don't panic and don't start acting different, because you don't want to give off the impression, girl, that you know something's off. You don't want to give that off. You want to remain calm. You want to act normal, even though you just, you know, recognized internally, you feel it, you know that there's danger. Don't freak out. You know, start to come up with a plan. What do I gotta do to get out of here? If I have to leave, what's that plan gonna look like? If I were to get up right now and leave, how would that play out? Someone trying to stop me? Just start thinking of those ideas in the moment. So that was number 10. Number 9, you can say this as loud as you can. You can say it, act like you're making, you know, some plans with a friend. You want to say this if you're alone, you guys. And, you know, it's really, really, really important to be aware of your surroundings. If you're jogging alone, if you're in a park alone, if you're walking in a parking lot alone, shit. I mean, if you're picking up a prescription at 9 p.m. and if you're alone, if you're alone, always have your phone with you so that you can act like you're talking to someone. Notice that the same 2 guys have been trailing behind you for a couple blocks. You're going to want to say something along the lines of, I have my location on, you should be able to see, I'm going to be home soon. So you want to just say shit like that out loud so that whoever is following you, you don't want them getting any ideas, girl. Number 3, know your exit. You're going into a building, maybe you're at a concert, maybe it's really loud, maybe you are at a party and, you know, you've never even been there before, right? You're in an apartment and you had to go up 2 flights of stairs and make a right and then a left, and you're like, how the fuck would I get out of this building even if I needed to? What you're going to want to do, you guys, is make little mental notes when you're going in and out of apartment buildings or, you know, places that you're not familiar with, you know, exit signs, all of that shit. Just be aware of your surroundings. Know that if, God forbid, an open pew pew pew, if one of those came out, you want to be able to get out of there as soon as you possibly can. All right, so number 4, If you see someone more than 2 times and you're making eye contact with them, unless you like them, you know, unless there's like some flirt going on here and you're thinking, oh, I like that person and they like me, you know, that's different. Like, you know what I mean? That's different. That's not what I'm talking about, girl. I'm talking about, you know, you're in the nail and makeup stuff and you notice that, you know, this man is there and he's not even, you know, buying anything there. And, you know, maybe you go to the electronics because you need a charger and you notice he's also there looking at the same shit. Okay, so that's 2 times. If you see him one more time, you need to get the fuck out of there really fast without that person seeing you. Girl, you are being followed. So fucked up that I have to do this. Moving on to number 5. If somebody says something to you, and let's say they pulled over, right? And they said something. This actually happened to me in 2020 and I had to file a police report. If someone pulls over and they say something and they motion for you to come closer, let's say, you know how like sometimes people, like they'll say something and you're like, what did you say? Well, that's how they get you to come closer to the car, you guys. So if someone says something to you and you're not quite sure what the hell they're saying, and they're laughing and trying to make light of it, and they're like, come here. I don't care what they look like, girl. I don't care if it was Thor. You're not going to go closer. You're not going to go to the car. You're not going to say, what? Because you know what's going to happen? You're going to get yanked into the friggin' car. Yeah, girl, you don't want to get yanked into that car. So you're going to go right ahead and ignore that. Yeah. Number 6, if you are stranded on the side of the road, you got a flat tire, maybe you have an oil change, bitch, what? No, something happened to your car. A lot of men are gonna feel compelled to stop and offer your help. And if for some reason a man watches this, we're not comfortable. We're not comfortable with you stopping. We don't know who you are. We would rather sit and wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes, maybe an hour for our boyfriend or husband to get there. We don't want your help. And yes, it might be genuine sometimes, but you guys, most of the time, like, this freaks us out. We don't like it. Guys, if you're on the side of the road and a man stops, get in your car. Like, put some sort of boundary between you and that man. Like, you know, put yourself in the car, lock the doors. Girl, maybe you can open up the window a crack, you know. You can say, listen, I'm just not comfortable. I appreciate you pulling over. I do. But I'm not going to get out of the car. And if you could leave, I would greatly appreciate it. And the important thing to mention here is most of the time, like, good men will be like, I completely understand. I get that. I completely understand. Just wanted to make sure everything was okay. All right, bye-bye. Honestly, like, that's how it goes down. Like, legitimate, good people are not going to be offended or triggered by that. In fact, they might even be like, that's really smart of you. This is one that I have to literally do multiple times a week. Number 7, do not accept packages if you are home alone. You know, leave it on my doorstep. I've got a camera, like, I also have a window. As soon as you're gone, I will come out and get the package. Thank you. Anyways. Number 8, you can call your mom no matter what. If you are at a party, if you are stranded. So yeah, guys, always call your mom. That's what I'm going to call it. Always call your mom. If your best friend is drunk, if you are at a guy's house and he's being a your mom will always be there for you. It doesn't matter what you think, or, you know, maybe they're sleeping. Yeah. Okay, number 9, mace. I don't see enough women with mace. My 18-year-old daughter has one. The thing with mace is you never know when you're gonna need it. I would rather have mace and never have to use it than to not have mace and think to myself, wow, if I had mace right now, I would have an extra 30 seconds and I could probably get away. Dead ass. You guys, everybody, every woman should have mace. Absolutely. All right, number 10, move with confidence and strength. There's a quote that I saw by someone who, if you behave in a way that gives off victim, it is more tempting to predators to make you one. That hit me like a ton of bricks. Moving with confidence, talking with confidence, giving off that vibe of fuck around and find out. If you see a girl at an airport and she's scared and she's timid and she's looking around, she looks lost, do you know how many predators will be looking at her like, oh. I'm not trying to make you ladies feel scared. I'm just trying to let you know that not only have I been a victim of many of these examples, and I'm trying to prevent these things from happening to other women by making sure more women are aware of them, but also a lot of women are like completely naive and actually think that these things won't happen to them. So just, even if you gotta fake it till you make it, girl, just, give off that confident vibe. Don't look like a scared, lost little puppy dog, okay? And that's it, you guys. I hope that you feel compelled to share this with your friends, with your mom, your aunt, your sister. Just really take into consideration how much evil, horrible, tragic stories that you hear on the news. Women can't even go for a jog anymore. They just can't. Like, it's scary to just go out into the world by yourself. Like, that is it. And I would love it if you would subscribe. My channel is going to start being a lot more geared towards tips, advice. I just really want to start making content that's like valuable. And although I love vlogging, I have so much to say about so many things that I am going to start making sure that I talk about things that I feel comfortable talking about, Thank you so much for watching this. All right, ladies, have a good rest of the night. Bye.